Hello and welcome back to another episode of Winemaking 101, where I try and answer your fundamental questions about home winemaking at home in under 2 minutes or less. Today we have a cracker of a question, and that question is, what ingredients do I need to make wine at home? Very good question, so let's put 2 minutes on the timer and off we go. There are 4 main components to making wine at home. The first thing you're going to need to go and buy from the local supermarket, sugar. Sugar is paramount to making your country wines, because this is the food that the yeast turns to alcohol. For a typical country wine, you're going to make at home, you're going to be wanting to add between 1 kilo and 1.5 kilos of sugar per gallon. That is the normal range. It depends if you want a sweet wine, a dry wine, and also how strong you want your wine to be. That's where recipes will come in and tell you how much sugar to add. The second thing you're going to need to make your homemade wine is yeast. Yeast eats the sugar and turns it into alcohol. Yeast can come in a sachet, in a tub, or in a liquid form. Again, recipes will tell you the best type of yeast to use for that specific wine. You can use bread making yeast. That is acceptable, that is fine. The third thing you're going to need to make your wine is water, because the yeast needs the liquid to do its job. And also, a wine would not be a wine if it was a solid, would it? It would be a pudding, or a cake, or bread. So you will need about a gallon or just under of water to make a gallon of wine. And the most important ingredient for your wine is flavour. So you need to add flavour to your wine. There are so many things you can add to that sugar, water, yeast solution to give it amazing, diverse, fantastic flavours. There are thousands and thousands of recipes out there, all of which will give you a great wine. You can use rhubarb, you can use nettles, you can use whatever ingredients you can lay your hands on. Fruits, vegetables, flowers, petals, roots, they are all awesome for making your homemade country wine. There are some additional additives and things that you can add to the wines as well. They will improve your wines generally. We will go into those down the line. But if you use these 4 ingredients, you will end up with a great country wine. Anyway, I think the time is up, and I hope you've enjoyed this winemaking 101 in under 2 minutes, or just over. So subscribe down below and check out the rest of the videos in this winemaking 101 playlist, and I'll see you all soon.